Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, the cash cow of the YTBC, and I came here to talk some boxing. Now, I was going on Twitter, scrolling up my feed, and what do I see? I see some straight bullshit. Bullshit about this whole heavyweight boxing scene. So to inform you guys on what I'm talking about, I was just sitting here on Twitter, enjoying my Saturday night, enjoying myself in public since a lemonade, and I go through my feed and I see that my main man 50 grand, big shout out to my boy Sean Tatel. He replied to a tweet, and if you guys don't know who Sean Tatel is, he's one of the best boxing journalists out there. He works for Fight Hype, so big shout out to him. Go follow him if you haven't already. But I see my boy Sean Tatel reply to a tweet, and the tweet was from heavyweight prospect, I think he's heavyweight prospect Hasim Rahman Jr. Now, he's the son of Hasim Rahman. So Hasim Rahman tweets to Sean. Now, I'm going to leave you guys the screenshot so you can look at this for yourself and follow the conversation yourself, and you don't have to just follow what I'm saying. You can see it for yourself. But this is what happened. So Hasim Rahman starts the conversation out by tweeting at Sean. He says, yo, Sean, I don't look so crazy now saying Joshua is not a top 5 heavyweight now, huh? Right? So I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is this guy? What the hell is this guy on about? So then my boy Sean responds to him in a very pragmatic, diplomatic way. He says, "What's up, Barack? Yeah, it doesn't look crazy at all. Now, I think he still may very well be one of the best, but you're one of the few saying beforehand that he'll lose, and that Fury and Wilder were clearly better." And then there's like a link to, I guess, an interview of some sort. So then I respond and I chime in because, look, if you guys have followed anything I've been saying about Anthony Joshua following his loss to Reeves, I'm not mad that he lost. I think him losing it to Reeves is actually one of the best things to happen to the heavyweight division. But what I don't like is how people want to rewrite his career and act like he sucks and all this stuff when in most cases your favorite heavyweight has not done half the crap that Anthony Joshua has accomplished in his career. So I responded to Hasim Rahman Jr. and here's what I said. Let me pull it up. I got it right here. Let me tell you what he said. So this is what I told Hasim Rahman Jr. I told him the following. I said, I quote, "With the utmost respect, champ, you're insane. Anthony Joshua is easily a top 5 heavyweight. One loss and people throw him under the bus. This is why fighters are ducking each other, because of stuff like this. Fury and Wilder maybe is better than AJ, but who else are you putting over AJ? I'd like to know. Ruiz, okay, fair play there. White, Parker, Ortiz, Povetkin, Hergovic, Michael Hunter, Trevor Bryan, like who else is there? If you said this before, the respect to you for being consistent, but you're still crazy for it. AJ is the truth. He just had a bad night, like when Lennox Lewis fought you for the first time. I thought he was his dad. I didn't read, but it was his father. It was his son. If he beats Ruiz, sound like the whole world will love him again, right?" And yeah, his response to those first couple of tweets, Rahman Jr. He said, "I said this before he lost. Yes, he's a champion, but I can name 5 heavyweights he won't beat. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I can name 8 to 10 that would give him hell." That's what Hasim Rahman said. So when I asked him to give me like his responses as to who he thinks is better than AJ and could beat him, right? Here were his responses, and we're gonna dissect this piece by piece, brick by brick here on True School Sports, because this kind of irresponsible delusion, confusion, and utter garbage being spewed from Hasim Rahman Jr. has to be broken down. When I asked him who the best who guys that can beat him, guys that he thought were better than Anthony Joshua, or guys that can beat him, here were his responses. So his responses were as follows: Andy Ruiz Jr., okay, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Michael Hunter, Joseph Parker, Alexander Usyk, and drumroll, Joey Dawejko. Joey fucking Dawejko. No disrespect to Joey Dawejko, he's a nice guy, but Joey Dawejko. So let's just go through everything he said there. So Andy Ruiz Jr., is it crazy to say he could beat Anthony Joshua again? No, because he beat him once before. Why not do it again? So that one's logically, it makes sense that he would think that. So I get that. Deontay Wilder, okay, Deontay the Bronze Arm Wilder. Look, it's been documented very well on this channel what I thought about the Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua negotiations. He wanted no smoke. He ducked him. He didn't want the fight, and he went into a straight witness protection program for boxing. And if you want to be perfectly honest here, when Deontay Wilder if you look, just be up. I want you guys to be objective with yourselves. I want you to go look at Deontay Wilder's entire heavyweight record. Like look at his heavyweight record in its totality. Look at the guys he's fought, and I want you to genuinely ask yourself, how many punchers has Deontay Wilder fought in his career? I'm talking about tried and true, proven heavyweight punchers at the elite level of heavyweight boxing. Who are the guys he's fought that have proven themselves to be those things? And really, the answer is nobody. He's fought no elite punchers. The best puncher he probably ever fought was Dominic Breazeale. And Dominic Breazeale is slow as molasses, so his punching power didn't matter. But, I mean, Luis Ortiz, good fighter, above average power, not an elite puncher. Tyson Fury, not an elite puncher. Romain Stavern, not an elite puncher. So, go through his resume. He's never fought any punchers, so it makes sense as to why he does fight with Joshua. Turned down a life-changing money not to fight him, so there's that. Tyson Fury, okay. Tyson Fury is probably the best heavyweight in the world. I think Anthony Joshua is too stiff for him. But you couldn't even rule out Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua in a Fury fight because of his power, how strong he is. So, you know, I'm not mad at those first three, even though I think the Wilder one is shambolic because Wilder did everything in his power not to fight him and went into witness protection not to fight him. But okay. Then Luis Ortiz, are you serious? Luis Ortiz? First of all, he's like 105 years old. I mean, Jesus. I'm sure if you go on the History Channel, you could probably find old fight films of Luis Ortiz sparring with Joe Louis. So, you know, you can't sit here and say Luis Ortiz could be Anthony Joshua. Luis Ortiz just fought Christian Hammer, didn't even stop Christian Hammer. The fight before that, he was having a hard time showing that extra bit of quality to stop the Travis Coughtons of the world. So don't talk to me about Luis Ortiz beating Anthony Joshua. It's not happening. Okay? Michael Hunter. Okay, Michael Hunter, good heavyweight, or a good fighter, a good up-and-coming fighter, hasn't proven him anything at the top levels of boxing. You know, the best one in his resume so far is he beat Martin Bakole, the Nigerian prospect that everybody was hype on for a little bit. You know, but he's not even a big heavyweight to begin with. You know, my boy Steve Jaffard from South Florida beat him almost every time they fought in the amateurs at freaking light heavyweight or heavyweight whatever it was in the amateurs. He beat Michael Hunter tons of times in the amateurs. In fact, the only reason Michael Hunter was made the Olympic team for the U.S. was because Steve Jaffard broke his arm in the qualifiers in the trials. So, you know, he got Steve Jaffard problems. He is not worried about Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker, I mean, Anthony Joshua beat him already. I know it was a weird, not the prettiest performance, but he beat him. Alexander Usyk, another great fighter. He probably could be Anthony Joshua, but he hasn't even fought a heavyweight yet. So I don't even know why you named him. And then he names Joey fucking Dwayko. No disrespect to Joey Dwayko. Very skilled fighter, very smart fighter, very intelligent fighter, but he does not have the work rate, number one, to compensate for the lack of physical size of heavyweight. If you're going to be that small as heavyweight, you need to have the kind of work rate that could break bigger fighters down, and he doesn't have it. You know, I know everybody's gonna make a big deal about, oh well, he beat up AJ in sparring and he did this and he did that, and that's great. But sparring is sparring. Under the lights is another thing, and while he may be a great fighter in sparring, there's a lot of great fighters in sparring. I know professional fighters who you guys wouldn't even think are great at sparring, but they're like they're like the champions of sparring. You know, Dwayko seems to fit that bill. I've seen Dwayko fight a lot, so I got respect for him. He gave Jarrell Miller a good fight. You know, I seen his fight with Amir Mansour, but he couldn't even outbox the Amir Mansours of the world. And you think he's gonna beat Anthony Joshua? So I just think it's utter garbage that's being spewed from Hasim Rahman Jr. And it just goes to show you, man. Like honestly, I think on my channel, I think for the sake of my channel, and for the sake of boxing and these fighters, because I care for fighters, I'm gonna start encouraging these fighters to duck each other. I think I am. I'm gonna encourage these fighters to start ducking each other, because straight up, Anthony Joshua wins the gold medal in the Olympics. He wins his first world title in his 16th professional fight. He unifies the division in his 19th professional fight by stopping Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium. Okay? Then he defends his belt against the likes of Joseph Parker, who was undefeated, who Wilder didn't want to fight, Babetkin, Carlos Takam, you know, really good name heavyweights. And he was doing this in all under 25 fights. Okay? This is all under 25 fights, and he's doing this. And then you got people like Hasim Rahman Jr. No disrespect to him, best luck with his career. I wish nothing but the best. I'm not wishing bad on him, but you got guys like Hasim Rahman Jr. who have not fought. In fact, let's go on his box track, man. I don't want to speak from a position of arrogance. I want to see who this man has fought, if he's done anything in his 8 fights in boxing, because I've had it. Like I've had it with the Anthony Joshua hatred. Like, Hakeem Rahman Jr. Let's go. Hakeem Rahman Jr. box fight. Let's see. 8-0, 4 KOs, 28 years old. He has fought absolutely fucking nobody. He's fought nobody. I mean, I understand it's only been, 8 fights, but Jesus. His last fight, he fought a 5-3 guy, Curtis Head. Fight before that, he fought Damian Reed, 13-9. Fight before that, he's fought nobody, and he wants to sit here and talk about Anthony Joshua is not a top 5 heavyweight. Come on, bro. You need to fight. I mean, in about 8 more fights, you're gonna be exactly where Anthony Joshua was at when he won his first world title. Okay, but then those same people will say, "Oh, he's not a top 5 heavyweight." Okay, well, if he's not a top 5 heavyweight, then you go fight him. You go fight him, and you go see, because I just don't get it, man. Like I really don't get it. But here's what I said to Hakeem Rahman Jr. Here's what I said into his responses on Twitter. I said, Ruiz is fair. Joshua already beat Joseph Parker. Usyk isn't a heavyweight yet. Ortiz can't even stop Christian Hammer. Now all of a sudden he's going to be AJ. Hunter is a good prospect, great amateur, but let's see how he transitions at the elite level. Joy might have beat him in sparring, but under lights, as you know, is a different story. He won't beat AJ. Work rate is too low. Couldn't even beat Amir Mansour on Friday Night Fights. I think Wilder could beat AJ if he stops ducking him, but that's still an even fight right now. And then I told him, I thought you were Hakeem Rahman Sr. for a second. I didn't read LOL. I think people are being ridiculously unfair to AJ because of one loss. If you want to say he's overrated, that's fine. But not top 5 anymore, though. That's extremely irresponsible and blasphemous. So, yeah, man. That's where we're at right now in boxing. You got people like Hakeem Rahman Jr. talking about Anthony Joshua is not a top 5 heavyweight. I mean, okay, if you want to say he's overrated, you're perfectly fine to say that, because let's have it right, even though I like AJ. He fought Andy Ruiz, and Andy Ruiz folded him up like a chair, like a steel chair, like The Rock on Monday Night Raw back in like 2001. He got folded up like a steel chair. So if you want to say he's overrated, if you want to say that you think Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, even Dillian White are better than him, and you can justify your reasons, then fair play to you. But to say he's not a top 5 heavyweight, to say that there's 5 heavyweights right now in boxing that are better than Anthony Joshua after all he's done, after the way he's carried this sport on his back, along with the likes of Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao for the last couple of years, as far as being a draw, beating the top 10 opposition, unifying the division in less than 20 fights. I mean, if you're someone who's sitting here saying that Anthony Joshua isn't a top 5 heavyweight, and then you want to turn around and say that Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight in the world, well, I mean, let's look at that for a second. We have to objectively look at, if you're saying Anthony Joshua isn't a top 5 heavyweight, then we have to ask ourselves, is Deontay Wilder a top 5 heavyweight? Because honestly, if you want to be objective here, Anthony freaking Joshua, in his 19th professional fight, he was unifying the division, and against Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium. That's what he was doing in his 19th fight. Do you know what Deontay Wilder was doing in his 19th fight? He was fighting Daniel freaking Cotto in Cancun, Mexico. That's what Wilder was doing. And this is not me hating. I know right now, y'all, especially if any of you from those piss stains on boxing, known as the LDBC, if any of you guys watch this video, I'm sure many of you are going to come here and you're going to say, oh, well, this guy's a hater. He hates Wilder. He hates everything we stand for. Yada, yada, all that bullshit that those guys like 78 Sports and Black Fight Fan TV were spewing over on their podcast. If you're one of those guys talking all this nonsense about Anthony Joshua, then we have to look at what was Deontay Wilder doing in his 16th professional fight or 19th professional fight. I mean, for Christ's sakes, he was fighting Daniel Cotto in Mexico, his 19th professional fight. Joshua's 19th professional fight, he was unifying the division against Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium, selling 80,000 tickets. Anthony Joshua, okay, he's got knocked down in his career. He's showing vulnerabilities, that's fine. But he showed vulnerabilities, and he got knocked down by world-level fighters, okay? He got knocked down by Vladimir Klitschko, he got knocked down by Andy Ruiz Jr., and he got hurt by Dillian White. And all 3 of those guys are punchers. They're all really good punchers. But who did Deontay Wilder get knocked down by? And for those of you I know a lot of you guys in the LDBC who don't know anything about his career, you're just going to gloss right over this fact. But who did Deontay Wilder get knocked down by in his professional career? Oh, yeah, his 13th professional fight, he got knocked down by Harold Scorniers in his 13th professional fight. Harold freaking Scorniers. So, look, there's levels to this boxing game, okay? Cut the BS, okay? Cut the bullshit. Anthony Joshua is the truth. I'm not saying he's the best heavyweight in the world. I'm not even saying that he's the third best heavyweight in the world. But I'm saying that to go out of your way and say that he's not a top 5 heavyweight. This is why fighters don't want to fight the best. If you guys wonder, if you boxing fans out there ever wonder, why is it that this fighter doesn't fight that fighter, and why is it that Anthony Joshua is ducking this guy or Wilder's ducking this guy, or this guy ducks that guy? It's because they want to make sure they're financially compensated in case they lose, because they know that the fickle nature of boxing fans will rear its ugly head if they lose, and they will be talked about. The fight fans are going to throw salt all over the name, talk a bunch of shit about them, and act as if they were never good in the first place. So this Anthony Joshua and how people are talking about him is the exact reason why fighters don't want to give you guys fights you want to see when you want to see them, and they duck fights and they maneuver their career. So I can't even get mad at them anymore. Maybe I should get mad at Deontay Wilder for being in a witness protection program for boxing, because once he does lose, if he loses, in his career, people will shit on him too. If they shit on AJ after all the good he's done, selling out stadiums, okay, flying the flag, sticking his flag in the ground, and making sure that he's one of the ambassadors for boxing worldwide, really making the sport popular and bringing it back to the TV screens in the forefront of many people across the world. If he's getting thrown under the bus, you best believe Deontay Wilder, who couldn't even sell out the Barclays Center in his own home country after 35 plus fights, he's going to get thrown under the bus. So it is what it is, but I wanted to shed some light on this. You got Hasim Rahman Jr. talking about Anthony Joshua's not top 5 heavyweight of all time. Get the fuck out of here. Straight up.